This isn't looking good. Bag's full. You pieced Lydusa back together. All my shards united again. I am whole. I am me. How long was poor Lydusa's shadow split? So long. Too long. I recall it now. I was waiting for my darling Thalos. On each ruby moon, he made a pilgrimage to my temple and sent all the priestlings away. The night belonged to only he and I, Thalos and Lydusa. But that night, the terrible priestlings betrayed him. They told Lydusa they would kill her Thalos if I didn't obey. So I did. They locked me in this cold, empty temple. Made me sing the stones to life. More, and more, more still. Yet I obeyed. Anything to save my Thalos. But Lydusa was a fool. The priestlings had already killed her precious Thalos. They lied to me. So I shed this fragile mortal body. And I remember little after that. Only the screams, and the wrath, rattling and grinding inside. It's quiet now. But the hurt, it still hurts. My Thalos is gone, beast. What should this poor godling do? I will. I will. I'll remember him and sing. I'll teach the stones the song of Thalos. And these lands shall sing of him forever and ever. I do hope you can forgive Lydusa. I was not myself. I'll remove my stone-touch curse from your poor, squishy flesh. Now I can leave this guild cage of cruel, cherished memories. And cherish them I will, for they are all precious. Even the cracks and the shards. Broken, painful bits. And the pieces that are missing still. They too are precious, because they're me. They will always be me. And I sense something else. You seek to save something precious too, don't you? I can hear it in your life song's hum. A tune harmonious with my own. This spirit of the land would aid you. I will grant you a precious piece of myself. Thank you, sweet beast. I hope you find what you seek.
better be worth my time. What you got? Okay, we're done.
I hope I can be as strong as she is someday.
Traveler. I knew. Until next time.
By anytime. You know where to find me. What is it now? All right then. We're finished here.
How goes it, friend? You know where to find me.
Magdalene's... Did its tongue just speak of the lost tribe of Yesha? Dwell must have mistakenly stumbled into a pan nursery. That is the stuff of fairy tales. All pan children know as much. The Paxeltech is mistaken. Present this proof to Dwell for inspection and verification. No falsehood escapes my sight. Mesmerizing. It is clearly pan in origin, and yet it is distinct from the creations of my Yesha. Perhaps there is truth in the Paxeltech's words after all. Dwell has a theory, but needs to see more to know for certain. This is one piece of a larger whole. It will likely take the Paxeltech several adventures to find all three parts. If it manages to find another, return to Dwell at once. That aside, there are many questions in need of answer. Let us speak of this in depth once it has gathered all the knowledge that it can. If there are secrets to be learned about my dear Yesha, Dwell must have them all. I am thinking 3 pieces should complete this circle. Find these lost tribe artifacts and bring them to Dwell. Then, it will see something interesting. Dwell thought the Paxeltech would never ask. Now, begin. Say everything. Do not hold back. That is incredible. Dwell can scarcely believe what he is hearing. But the Paxeltech stone reveals much. I can tell that the fate of the lost Pan tribe was not a happy and prosperous one. That is a tragedy upon tragedy. To be lost and separated from your kin and culture, only to die off without anyone knowing your fate. Yes, she possesses such... Did it cross paths with anyone else in the Lost Kingdom? I have not heard of this Lydusa before. However, Dwell is quite... She is likely one of them. In my experience, they can be... let us say, temperamental. You, Paxeltech, can have such long lives, but are such fragile creatures. Dwell is sorry for its loss. As for that Pan explorer, what was he called, I'm wondering? What was his true name? Curious. That sounds like a commoner's name. But it is almost unheard of that a commoner should be entrusted with such a task. He must have proven himself most worthy to Genis to have earned that trust. Dwell doubts if his hands will ever wash clean of the blood. But such is the way of Yesha. One does what one must to survive. That is true. To think that the lost tribe truly existed, along with the living stones. A revelatory piece of knowledge, to be sure. Dwell is glad to know. Tell me, Paxeltech, who is to blame for what came to pass with the lost tribe? A fair assessment. Though Dwell has perspective enough to see that it was a muddled, complicated situation. The plague. It cannot understand how it ravaged and mutilated our kind. What would the Pexeltech not do to stop the ravages of the root creatures, for example? That is how it was for my Pan. Dwell can understand being desperate to attain the kind of power to stop that from ever happening again. It is not right, but it is what it is. Pexeltech. It has provided much illumination on this day. Dwell is grateful. Most grateful that it took the time to tell him of all this. Dwell has much to consider indeed. In any case, on and on life goes, as does Dwell's business. Did it need anything else? Of course. They are crafted you. Long and long have the Gull used the crystals for weapons. Or they are the crystals I use carry power within them. As the Ahane have done for ages, I refine the crystal. Pexeltech, foreign to the Pan, meaningless, perhaps on Pexeltech world, but yes. That is, I am Pan, from the world of Yesha, where the Eternal Empress reigns, the Doe and Ravager run free, and the balance breathes life to the jungle. Or so it used. Alas, it is not. Long and long have the Immortals oppressed the common Pan, wielding their power as if it were something they had earned or deserved. The Pan have rebelled against this tyranny, and for a time, it looks as if we could win. Then the pestilence came. What Paxel when I last saw her. Yesha languished under the pestilence. The Ravager prowls, and the Doe is lost. The rebellion continues, but my people ache for relief. Not Paxeltech name, perhaps, but it is mine. The Paxeltech fort, I do not understand the complexity. Ford came to Yesha many times, aiding the rebels against the tyranny of immortals. His desire to protect what Dwell did not learn Paxeltech Ford's violence, but shared in aiding the rebels with this. I languished for years, a cost I had never hoped to pay. Yes. Only that. Farewell. what a... Until we meet once more.